shit was weird.
Janko or whatever.
Yeah.
Sacco, Mr. Sacco.
Mr. Sacco.
Speaking of mankind, South Africa is telling Israel that they're definitely doing crimes against humanity.
I
Yeah.
don't think Israel cares.
They don't.
Well,
Actually,
like-
Netanyahu straight up said,
Well, he said stuff like, he's like, we don't want any of them. There will be no two-state. It'll be a Israeli state. And if you've seen like the defense for Israel is like, we're the victim of identity politics, which is kind of funny for like an ethno state to be saying that. And it's just like, and South Africa is being very thorough with like receipts, with video, like documentation, quotes, everything. But it's funny because I think CNN, BBC or something, they're streaming Israel's defense, but they're not showing South Africa's prosecution. South Africa's prosecution is really strong.
But what does it really matter, even if they have? A
It doesn't, because like the
prosecution?
International Court of Justice, it's like it's based in Sweden or somewhere over
I think
there.
it's Switzerland?
Switzerland.
I just
and like
looked at it as like, oh, it's like when we say North Korea is doing bad stuff, but I know that bad stuff's going on over there. But it's like when that happens, it's like, okay, South Africa, like
yeah, it's
we all know what's going on, but like, what are they? You act like they're going to stop.
yeah, it is a bit of like poetic justice that South
That's all it
Africa
is.
victims
Yeah,
of
it's like,
apartheid
oh,
for
okay,
so
well,
long.
that's
It's like,
cool.
But isn't it like also when you break international like wars against crimes against humanity? Isn't there a sense because like usually war crimes,
Sense of what?
when the people get tried,
Who's
they.
gonna go stop them?
I mean, just saying like in the.
No, I get all that.
Well, it's-
but I'm
it's-
saying, like,
it's like-
who's gonna?
I don't think it matters on who's gonna stop them. I think in terms of like the international
community,
Like alliance?
I think people you can just go in and
international reputation. It's like people like, because just say 3 years ago, like talking about Palestine and how uneducated people are. I think it's just like a swaying of public opinion, popular opinion, like
Or
to just
propaganda.
shine a light on it, like just to realize like, oh, wow, the people are actually like just keep talking about it, like to keep it in the conversation.
What
Yeah.
about the apartheid in South Africa? They don't want to talk about that.
Well, that's
I think
like,
that's actually one of the reasons why they're.
that's why it's like a poetic justice. Like this country that
'cause
was
it's-
under is like, I think that's
Is that
the
why they're
whole
sticking
thing.
up because it's so fresh over there?
Well, I mean that it might be. I think also like the apartheid there, you can actually, I don't know, they can speak on. It
Yeah, they
in
like.
another.
Well, it's funny because Germany is like coming to Israel's defense, which I think like is a bit.
Funny, ironic.
Yeah. What do you?
Yeah,
Because it's like
What do you expect, though?
that was in the. I mean, I wouldn't. I did not have that
I
on
didn't
my.
expect them to
my,
hop out
my
like
bingo
that,
board.
like come in hot, like yeah, because obviously you guys have a track record. Like, what can you really say? Like, I mean,
We owe them still, so I'm gonna stick up.
yeah, I mean, it is like, well, the whole thing is like, Arab people are paying for the crimes of Western Europe. Like, it just that whole basis of it, really.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, what can you do? But it is more about like, if this comes out that Israel is not guilty of war crimes and genocide and everything, it's not like people will be like, I'm not surprised. It's like the ICJ. Like, but if they are, then it's like, wow, that is kind of like turning a tide of like, oh, so maybe there's not going to people be tried and stuff, but like there will be somewhat of a tangible like change of popular opinion. Like ultimately it won't, like nothing material will happen, but things can, in terms of alliances and stuff with other countries, like maybe people will stop supplying them with whatever or cut off diplomatic ties. Like that is real, because you're seeing what's happening in Yemen. Like
dude,
the US and UK are
just bombing
like,
them.
attacking Yemen, but like both the US and the UK are saying these are defensive actions because they're just disrupting shipping lanes.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Which is like Yemen's saying like, we're trying to stop the war in Gaza because like that's why we're taking these actions, and everybody's like, oh, you're the Houthi rebels, you're backed by Iran. Like they're trying to like make it like a democratic,
Yeah.
protecting democracy across the world and whatever. It's just more American imperialism. But what can you do?